Hi, I'm Cole Kirkpatrick with Gnarly Roots. I'm a multi-time National Enduro race winner, and I still race off-road at home from time to time. In this video, I'm gonna go over selecting the correct tire for the type of terrain that you ride. The Michelin StarCross 6 range has 5 different variations to cover you no matter what type of terrain that you ride. At Gnarly Roots, we typically encounter hard pack, intermediate, and soft terrain. So we have the most experience with the medium soft and the medium hard. So that'll be what I'm gonna cover in this video. If you're riding in soft terrain, you're gonna wanna opt for the Michelin StarCross 6 medium soft. This is the tire choice that I typically will race with at home when I'm in sandier conditions and softer, loamy soil. What I like about it is the knob is a little bit more rigid than the other tire offerings, and so I get increased bite and traction at the front and rear of the motorcycle. The sidewalls are gonna be a little bit stiffer, and the whole tire is not gonna flex as much as the medium hard StarCross 6 tire. For me, when I'm racing and using this tire, I want the most traction possible, and so I will give up a little bit of durability to have increased traction and performance. If you're riding in mixed terrain that might be a little bit more intermediate or hard packed, you're gonna wanna opt for the Michelin StarCross 6 medium hard range of tire. We use this almost exclusively on the Gnarly Roots tours when we ride in desert terrain or in the mountains where you're encountering rocks, really hard dirt, and just conditions that are not very forgiving. This tire is gonna offer increased durability, and it's going to wear, the knobs are gonna wear down. You're not gonna see the knobs breaking off. So if you're somebody that really is wanting to do trail riding or encountering conditions that are harder dirt, harder ground, the medium hard terrain tire is gonna be the one to opt for. For me personally at home, the conditions that I grew up riding in were very hard packed, lots of intermediate terrain, and so I would use the medium hard there. In the StarCross 6 range compared to the StarCross 5 range, I noticed that the medium hard is a lot more capable of encountering soft terrain. If you end up hitting riverbeds or some loose soil, you'll still have very good, consistent traction with that, but it excels in the intermediate to harder conditions. When we're running the medium hard tires, we will opt for the 9100 21 up front. It's a wider tire than what we'll run in the softer terrain, and it really does give you a lot more stability in the rocks. You just got a lot more footprint on the ground with the tire, and you get better traction in the loose rocks, in the hard packed dirt, and that's something I really like about the medium hard StarCross 6 tire. For race conditions, if you're riding in mixed terrain and more intermediate, what I find myself doing on the West Texas events is running the medium hard on the rear because I have a priority on durability for the rear end of the motorcycle. And then I will run the medium soft up front because I have a priority in performance of what the front end of the motorcycle feels like. So there's nothing wrong with mixing tires to really fine tune the setup for your bike depending on the terrain you're racing on. Another type of terrain that you may encounter would be considered hard terrain. This is gonna be things like really, really blue groove, hard packed dirt, or somewhere like Moab where you're riding for miles at a time on giant slabs of rock. This tire is gonna be specifically designed to deliver traction in that condition. The knob pattern is made specifically for hard terrain. There are a lot more knobs and they're a lot lower to offer the best traction possible in that terrain. The Michelin StarCross 6 hard terrain tire is available in a 21-inch front and only a 19-inch on the rear. Michelin also offers a StarCross 6 tire designed for sand. This tire is gonna be a scoop pattern on the rear, and it's gonna have very tall, sharp knobs in the front. Over the winter time, I did have the opportunity to throw this on my bike. It came in a 19-inch rear and a 21-inch front, and it was really impressive to see the amount of traction that it offered. With the StarCross 6 sand tire, you're gonna have a very, very stiff carcass and a very stiff knob profile, and this eliminates any kind of unwanted flex in the sand, because when you're riding sand, you want as much forward traction as possible, and so the tire is designed to scoop the sand and move the motorcycle forward. The final offering in the StarCross 6 range of tires from Michelin is the mud tire. This tire is designed specifically for muddy conditions. It's also gonna be similar to the sand tire in that it's gonna kind of have a scoop design, but not quite as much of a paddle look to it. This is gonna be designed for motocross applications when the track's been plowed very deep, or just muddy conditions that you may encounter out on the racetrack. This comes in a 19-inch rear and is something good to have in the trailer, or if you know you may be racing in muddy conditions, to have the option to have the best traction possible. I hope this video has been helpful for you when it comes to picking the tire for your terrain. The Michelin StarCross 6 range of tires has 5 different tread patterns and applications so that you're covered no matter what terrain you like to ride. To learn more about the StarCross 6 range of tires from Michelin, visit michelinman.com. And to learn more about Gnarly Roots and the tours that we offer, visit gnarlyroots.com. Thanks for watching.